Good morning, my beautiful souls. Welcome back to Twin Flames Defined. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about how you have to start thinking with the mindset that we're all created for different purposes and that we have, that we're not all built the same. You have to start thinking and valuing, right, your journey and your purpose in this lifetime in a different way than most other people do in this world. And to explain that and to help you understand a little bit about twin flames and like the difference between us and our mission and our soul purpose and how we work, right, versus other souls on this planet and what their purposes are and what they came to do and how they run and how they work. There's a very large gap in difference, okay? And I'll give you a little story. So back when I was unhealed and unawakened by my twin, and I was living a life where I wasn't loving myself, I remember I was in toxic relationships with really unhealthy, unhappy people that were trying to like suck the life out of my positive energy, right? I was like a life source where like, it was like when they needed a re-up, they'd come to me because I was just full of this abundant, happy, joyful, loving, kind energy, right? And so in the midst of that time frame in that era of my life, I remember my birth family was just so different from me, and they were so mean and abusive to me in so many ways. And I remember praying and asking my guides, my angels, the divine, right, asking like why they were so mean to me, right? Like what was it? Why was this happening? And the response that the divine gave me was so beautiful. And they said, it's because pigeons are scared of eagles. Okay, pigeons are scared of eagles, and you're an eagle, my dear, is what they said. And at the time, I didn't really know what that meant, right? Because I didn't know I was a twin flame. I knew I was different than most people, right? And I could tell that like my energy, because I could read and feel other people's energy, was very, very different than other people's. But I didn't really understand it fully until I became a twin flame and understood what that truly meant. And what that truly means is that you have to understand as a twin flame that other people are not on the same playing field as you, right? And so especially when you're going through your awakening and when you're going through your hermit stage and you're like the dark night of soul where everything's crashing down and you're really transitioning into your full power, right? And the full version of you, you have to understand and you have to remember that everybody else is not on the same level. And not to say that you're better or like anybody's better or worse off, right? It's just a different, it's a different life purpose. It's a different mission, and not very many pigeons are going to be able to understand, right? Because they can't soar with an eagle. So they can't see the bird's eye view like we can, right? They can't feel the magnificence of the purpose of the twin flame journey like the eagle, like you, right? They can't do it. So you can't expect them, right? Because they are just used to, there's like this little bug in my house. It's so weird. Hasn't been here. And then all of a sudden I'm making this video. I feel like it's a sign. But so anyways, so you have to understand that they're not on the same playing field. Most people aren't going to be on the same playing field with you, right? And you're going to feel that difference. Once you go through your healing and all that stuff, you're going to start to understand that. And like I said, it's not to be like, oh, I'm above anybody else, right? That's not what this is. The world needs all kinds of souls and all kinds of people with all kinds of life purposes and missions. But not everybody is created equal in the sense that not everybody has, just like when you are doing, when there is, let's say, right in the army, the sniper's job, right, is going to be completely different than the person that's serving the food, right? And it doesn't mean that the sniper is more important than the person serving the food. We need all of them, right? We need every single kind of person and soul on this planet, right? So nobody's better than anybody else. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying that our journey and our life mission and purpose is so far apart from most people's that it's hard for other people to even comprehend what's going on, right, with us. But also it's hard for people to connect with that. And you can have like soul connections. I'm not saying that you're going to be like hermited for the rest of your life, but you have to understand the value of your twin flame journey and your twin flame mission. And the value is that you are here to not only like change your life and your whole entire family's lineage life, right? That's why your ancestors are like on the edge of their seat up there. The ones that have already passed, they're literally watching you like you're like the best football game in the world, right? They're literally on the edge of their seat, cheering you on, you know, like trying to like assist if they're on your union team, because you do have, just like you have like guides and angels, you have a whole team of people on your union team trying to make sure that you guys find your way energetically back to each other in this lifetime, so that you guys can do the work to shine the light, to spread the love, and raise the vibration of the planet. So since it is such a big mission, and since it's so huge, right, and paramount, you've got to really start to value it that way, not only up here and here, but you have to start to really, and then you have to start to give like other people grace, the pigeons. You have to give all the pigeons the grace that there's no way that they can ever come to understanding where you're at, right? And because they can't fly high enough like you can to see the vision of how the planet, they didn't come to this earth with, I'm going to do big, huge things like the twin flames did, okay? And so in the midst of all of the chaos that you're going to go through, because you're going to go through heartache, you're going to go through, like, I mean, I'm not joking you how much is going to be put in your way to try to stop you from the union part and from the health and the happiness and the succeeding in life in general, right? There's going to be so much put in your way because so many people, so much energy. I'm not going to even say people because it's not even really about people. It's about so much energy, low end energy wants to go in the other direction, right? There's so much negative pull in the low energy direction that pulls humanity in that nasty direction that we are not meant to go in. We're meant to go in the direction that the twin flames are going, okay? And so twin flames are so powerful that we pull the energy with our energy, especially by doing the work of loving ourselves, but especially when you get into union, that double energy of one soul united together is huge. And they don't want that to happen, right? And that lower energy doesn't want that combining of the energy, because the combining of the energy and combining of the forces makes your soul so much more powerful, right? And so there's going to be so much put in your way, right, to get you to not go there. They're going to put, you know, thoughts in both you and your twins' heads, right, of like, that other person is not for me, or they're the things that I don't want. They're going to like put the lies and distortions for you to believe the illusions that are not true, right? They're going to, hey, John, can you turn that down a little bit, baby? Hey, Johnny, will you turn that down a little bit? Thank you, babe. But there's going to be so much put in your way to try to stop you and to try to deter you from pulling the energy in the direction of love, pulling the energy in the direction of like positivity, connection, all the things that are in the direction of love and away from the low energy. So to all my eagles out there, all my twin flames, I need you to, anytime that you are feeling like you can't do this, anytime that you are feeling like your twin is completely on the wrong side of the team, like on the other team, right? They're showing things in this reality that are not of where you guys are meant to be, right? And when you are just feeling lost and hopeless and weary and tired of this, of the game, right? Of like, who do I have the strength today, right? Whenever you're caught in any of those lower emotions, first I want you to really depend on your union team, which is love, and God is a part of that, Buddha, whatever you want to call that source, right? Call on that energy to help you, but then also to really recognize that you're an eagle, that you soar above, and that you came with this powerful, valuable life mission, and you can do it, and you don't need anybody else to understand you. Okay, you got it. Go do it. Have a great day.